Counterattack back on location this week as our tour of Texas continues here in the Rio Grande Valley. We're here in Harlingen, Texas, talking with some new programs in the area. That and much more on a brand new Counterattack. Hi everyone, Greg Mescall here. Thanks for joining us on the Counterattack. Our Texas tour continues this week in the Rio Grande Valley. We're here at the Harlingen CISD Aquatic Center here in Harlingen, Texas. We spent some time here in South Texas talking with some of the newer programs in the area. This area didn't have much water polo at all a few years ago. Now the sport is growing at a rapid rate. We caught up with a few programs and we'll tell you about them right now.
These kids are very competitive, just like they are in any other sport. You got to tread water, you got to stay around, and you got to be very good shape. You got to be in great condition. So it's a very competitive sport, and it's very unique in its way.
Right now it's definitely growing since last year. It was very little of us. Now there's definitely a lot more schools showing up, and it's really nice to see how everyone's starting to pick up on the sport.
Now that it's here and everything, I'm excited that they're having that opportunity for us. It's a great sport. It's something completely different, but at the same time a good different.
I just think it's like the diversity and everything in the sport. They just want to make it more open to people who don't have the opportunity to do it.
Everyone's really supportive and stuff. When you're in there and you're playing it, it's really fun, and like we scrimmage every week. And now we've gone to like 3 tournaments and I really enjoy it.
We want to have a varsity team on each school, and we want to be competing in the state championship. That's obviously the mindset of a coach. But in general, we want every kid to have the opportunity to participate in anything aquatics. And water polo is just another facet of our program that's going to attract a different type of athlete.
And now we turn to national team news as USA Women's National Team captain and Olympic champ Maggie Steffens has signed with Team Tier. This video released last week by Tier, and Chris Rainey caught up with Maggie in Europe as she was with her club team in the EuroLeague Final Four to get her thoughts on joining Team Tier.
I know for Tier, it's the first water polo player in general they've ever signed, and so they're trying to dive into the sport, and I'm hoping to open up water polo to the world. Even if it just starts in the aquatics world, I think we have to take these little steps to see if, to get to professional water polo in the States, to create role models for not just water polo players, but all kids.
And now we turn to the National League. We are closing in on the National League Championship. Remember, that is coming mid-May at the Fisher Cup. It's all together, National League Championship and Fisher Cup at UC San Diego. But before that, Week 3 National League action coming to Ocean View High School this May 4th and 5th in Huntington Beach, California. We'll be there with live streaming and live stats via the Fosh. More information available now at usawaterpolo.org. And now we turn to college water polo, and conference championship season is upon us. This weekend, bids will be determined for the 2019 NCAA tournament. A whole lot of action coming up this weekend, plus we get you caught up on some of the key results last weekend as the regular season came to a close. And we start first with a couple of games on the Pac-12 network. USC and UCLA battling in Westwood. This one came down to the wire as UCLA fought back in the second half, but USC holds on for the 9-8 win, their 6th straight victory over the Bruins. And then in Northern California, it was also a close game early on before Cal pulling away to defeat Arizona State 14-9. Earlier in Long Beach, UC Irvine, Long Beach State. Check out the great support that the 49ers had at their home pool after this Hertzka goal.
Hertzka with it. She'll shoot in 3, will score. Back to a 1-goal game. Hertzka with the hat.
That via Long Beach State Water Polo Twitter, but Irvine gets the win 10-7, and that sends us off to our Cap 7 college scoreboard as the regular season is complete. Brown edging Marist by 2, Cal Lutheran over Laverne by 2, Azusa Pacific over Cal Baptist by 2, you're sensing a theme, and then Pomona Pitzer edging Claremont Mud Scripps 8-5. Water polo on TV this weekend. The MPSF first and third place games will be live on the Pac-12 network. Join us this Sunday starting at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific from Stanford. And then, of course, this weekend, all about conference championship time. All of these conferences providing live streaming of their games. Check out details available now at usawaterpolo.org. We have an article there to tell you where to go to watch your favorite team. From there on to USA Water Polo events, 2 big ones coming up, the Clearwater Beach Challenge in Clearwater Beach, Florida, great open water polo event, and the Masters National Championship coming to Tri-Valley, California this June. Information on both of those events available now at usawaterpolo.org. And now we close out our show as we do every week with our social media send-off brought to you by our friends at Cobian. We start things off first with our weekly Cobian winner of a free pair of sandals. And our winner, shout out to Crispy Kareem on Instagram for hyping up Shieldy. Shieldy taking a little flack this week on social media. Not going to have it. Good to see Kareem is on board. Brenda Villa sharing her water polo story with LA84 last week. This via her Brenda for Villa Twitter account. Now a great moment in sportsmanship in Orange County, 10U water polo. Patriot and Orange County meeting, and Orange County, they should have won the game. There was an error at the scores table. Patriot ends up winning in a shootout. They know they shouldn't have won it. They do the right thing. They give the medals to Orange County. Great sportsmanship there. Tournament organizers then give a new set of medals to Patriot, so everyone goes home happy. Coaches afterwards talking to the athletes about the great display of sportsmanship. Check out this video. And last but not least, the old rock, paper, scissors to decide the opening sprint in Missouri. So there it is, some of the best water polo on the internet. Thanks for all your submissions. Keep them coming. Tag us at USAWP. Use the hashtag counterattack. That'll do it for this week's episode right here in Harlingen in the Rio Grande Valley. Thanks for watching, and don't forget when you're on the counterattack, look weak side.